Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna talk about business mentality. I am gonna give some suggestions to the young generation people about how to start your own business from scratch and build like an empire. So, this video is for you if you're under 30 years old and want to become a successful entrepreneur. In life, I started my first business when I was just 19 years old, and by the time I turned 25, I had built 7 successful businesses. Even though I didn't go to any business or entrepreneurship classes in college, I learned everything about business through books and YouTube videos. Because when I was in college, there was no one in my family who was a successful entrepreneur or even a business person. So, I didn't have anyone to learn from. But still, I learned everything on my own and built multiple 6- and 7-figure businesses. And now, I'm gonna give you the exact steps that you need to take to become a successful entrepreneur in your 20s. So, the very first thing that you need to do is get out of your comfort zone and stop being so comfortable with your current lifestyle. If you want to be an entrepreneur, then you can't live the same lifestyle as your 9-to-5 job colleagues. You have to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone and do things that other people are not willing to do. Most people in their 20s are living the same lifestyle as their parents did. At that age, they're partying, they're hanging out with friends, traveling, and doing all kinds of fun activities. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to become an entrepreneur, then you have to be willing to sacrifice those things and focus on your business. When I was in my 20s, I didn't party or hang out with friends. I spent every day working on my business and trying to improve myself. And that's what allowed me to become successful. The second thing that you need to do is stop wasting your time and start being productive. You have to understand that your time is valuable and you don't have as much time as you think you do. Most people in their 20s think that they have all the time in the world because they've never experienced real financial success before. Once you start making money, you realize how valuable time is and how quickly it slips away. That is why you have to start being productive now and stop wasting your time on social media and other meaningless activities. When I was in my 20s, I didn't waste my time on social media or playing video games. Instead, I spent my time learning about business, networking, and building my businesses. And that's what allowed me to become successful. 3. Stop being so negative and start being positive. You have to understand that your attitude determines your altitude. If you want to become an entrepreneur, then you have to be positive and believe in yourself. Most people in their 20s are full of negativity because they've never experienced real success before. Once you start being successful, you realize that negativity is only in your mind and you can overcome it if you try hard enough. That's why you have to start being positive today and stop letting negativity bring you down. When I was in my 20s, I never complained about anything and I always tried to see the positive side of things. And that's what allowed me to become successful. 4. Stop being so lazy and start taking action. You have to understand that success doesn't come overnight, and you have to work hard to achieve your goals. Most people in their 20s are lazy because they've never achieved anything significant in their lives before. Once you start achieving things, you realize that laziness is only in your mind and you can overcome it if you try hard enough. That's why you have to start taking action today and stop being lazy. When I was in my 20s, I never took any day off and I worked on my businesses every day. And that's what allowed me to become successful. If you want more tips on how to be a successful entrepreneur in your 20s, then watch my other videos.